Is online, he is live, and he is ready to talk about different things. Today I'm not showing a video. Today we're talking about something really cool, something that you all have seen that you may not know how it's done or what's the decision that's made, but we're talking about B-roll for interviews. Now, when I say interviews, what am I talking about? Those videos that you or videos that you may watch where someone is talking to someone off camera who you may or may not see, such as I'm talking to this person over here, or I'm being interviewed by Oprah right here. Hi, Oprah. So essentially, B-roll is when you show other pieces of content. It's pretty much footage that you film, with the intention of it primarily being used to overlay a video, overlay while someone is talking. Now, many of you, sometimes we get this when we're working with a client for the first time. They may be talking to us and they say, oh, we want voiceover, and then we see other things while the voiceover is going, and really, it's not necessarily the same term. Am I right? Sometimes they do call it voiceover. And it's not really a voiceover. Essentially, a voiceover is when we actually hire a voiceover artist to go into a studio and talk about, say something scripted on a mic, and they may have the thunderous voice like you guys might have heard in our Fun Fusion commercial a couple weeks ago. But essentially, voiceover is that. But what I'm talking about is when you are talking, and you will see this in a lot of our videos online, and I won't show that today so that this video won't be long, but essentially it's when someone is talking, they're spilling their heart out or talking about something or a scenario to someone, and then we show other pieces of content that are representative of what they're talking about. The importance of B-roll is to really help communicate this story. We always tell people, and we even recently had a situation where a client is telling us, look, I don't think I need any other shots. I just want to be able to talk about what I'm talking about and people understand. And we're telling the client that, listen, people don't want to see talking heads. They don't want to just see you talking to them for 3 to 4 minutes. They'll get bored real quick, especially when people really have a low and really short attention span in 2019 going into 2020. People have a really short attention span, and if you are not going to engage them quickly and then keep them engaged, they're gone in a heartbeat, and all that talking you did in that video is worthless because they never stayed to see it, the majority of people at least. So the fix for that is to implement B-roll. Implement pieces of footage that can help. It can be something that is filmed many times. Most of the times we film B-roll for the clients we're working with, from filming them picking up stuff. Maybe they're on a computer, maybe talking to someone that is playing the role of a client, or them working in their office or their warehouse, or seeing them build a product or open it up, or seeing them bite into that sandwich and make it feel like it's so delicious and makes you hungry. Anything we can do to really communicate the story better, to make people better understand what it is you're communicating, because the fact is, just watching you talk is not enough, and they want to be more engaged with your piece of content. And a lot of the times too, it's not necessarily that it has to be a video or something that we shot. It can also be something that is provided by you, by photos or stock. Sometimes we do commercials and they choose to do stock, maybe for different reasons. It could be budget, it could be the lack of time availability to get their staff or their people to get together, and we use stock footage or stock photos. Even if it's a photo, using a stock photo doesn't mean that it has to stay still and it's on the screen and it just stays like that. It just means that that we will animate it. So say, for example, if we use a photo of me just like this, we could essentially, in the video, do a slow zoom into my face with just that still frame without necessarily having to film it, just using motion. Many times we make the videos kind of feel like it's motion, especially when we use photos, to feel like there's use of motion, but there really isn't. So it's using photos. We can buy stock videos if we're not able to film them. We always tell people, though, keep in mind, buying stock videos may not necessarily be cheaper than filming it, because buying stock videos can be sometimes $80 a clip. If you need to buy 5, 6, 10 clips, say 10 clips, you've already spent $800. A lot of the time, that's how much it costs to buy. And then you have to account for the time to search for that, because searching, I'm telling you, it takes a while to find the right thing. Am I right? It takes a while. So this week, that's what we're talking about, B-roll. Ask your video production producers and your people about using B-roll in footage, how they use it, and ask the people you're working with, are you going to work with, or are you going to use video? If you have any questions, give me a call, contact me, contact my team at VCast, and I'm glad I was able to share this with you this week, and I look forward to seeing you next week on Live with Donvil. Now we have a title. Does it sound good? Live with Donvil. Okay. See you next week. Bye.